بعرف قلبك موجوع وإنك خلص تعبان، بعرف حرقة الدموع وغصة قلب الحيران، بعرف قلبك موجوع وإنك.
Hello everyone. Today I wanted to make a video about why I decided to stop wearing makeup, as the title might imply. So, also side note, if you see this curtain moving or hear any weird noises, it's probably just my kitten. I got a kitten about a month ago, or maybe a month and a half ago, and she is like 3.5 months now. So she's very, very active, and she's in like a playful mood. So you might be seeing her. I think you can see her tail right there. Okay, so I'm gonna jump into the topic. So I think there are about 5 reasons why I stopped wearing makeup on a regular basis. Not entirely, but I no longer wear it day to day, and I no longer even wear it like week to week. I'll usually just wear makeup, you know, maybe inside the house if I feel like putting it on, or if I'm going to an event. And now and again, you know, on a casual day, I will put on makeup, but usually I go makeup free. And it wasn't just that, you know, I got tired of wearing it. There was a lot more thought behind why I stopped wearing makeup. So I wanted to share my reasoning. The first reason, and I wrote down my reasons in my planner, so I might be looking at this. Okay, so my first reason that I stopped wearing makeup was that I felt like the makeup I was wearing was not helping my skin at all. And I think a lot of people can relate to this, you know, especially if you're not buying good quality makeup or expensive makeup. Oftentimes the ingredients in it are just not conducive to you having a good skin day. So I found that my skin would break out a lot when I was wearing makeup regularly. Granted, I was younger, so I was closer to teenagehood when I was wearing makeup more often. So, you know, it's possible that my increased acne was simply related to my age. However, I still struggle with acne on my face and having red marks. You can probably see them, in particular in the T-zone. If you could only see my cat right now, she's trying to knock down the camera. Okay, so I particularly deal with acne in this area, and you can probably see like these red spots. They're both scars and current bumps. So I felt like when I was wearing makeup, it was just making that problem worse. And I was never really one to go out and buy expensive makeup. You know, at the time I was younger, I was in school. I wore makeup regularly all throughout high school, and in like the first year of college. This is normal. This is just how she plays. So I wore makeup all throughout high school and in the first year of college on a regular basis, and then after that it kind of petered out. And at the time I didn't have a lot of money to be spending on expensive makeup and going to Sephora. So I would just buy, you know, drugstore makeup. I would go to CVS, to Walgreens, and just get what I could find there. And it was never anything, you know, amazing quality. So it didn't help my skin. And I feel like since I've stopped wearing it, while I still get breakouts all throughout the month, because that's just how my skin is, the amount of acne that I get has drastically decreased. So that was one big reason. Another reason that I stopped wearing makeup is due to confidence and like mental health. So I was definitely one of those people who I didn't really wear makeup because it was like a passion of mine and like I saw it as an art form or anything like that. I really wore it as a band-aid to put over relatively low self-esteem and to put over dislike for the way that I looked and certain facial features that I have, like a big curved nose and like red spots on my skin. Like I have a lot of redness in my skin, and that's not something that I used to like, and I don't have very thick eyebrows, and etc., etc. So I used it as a way to make myself feel better about the way that I look. And I used to depend on it to feel confident. And I would never want to leave the house or go to school without putting on makeup. I would never want to take a picture without putting on makeup. I would never just want to go out and about and like talk with people that I knew in particular if I didn't have makeup on, because I didn't feel confident in the way that I look, and I didn't like the way that I looked. And so putting makeup on made me feel better about that, and made me feel like I was beautiful, and made me feel like I could go out and interact with other people without feeling self-conscious. And so I realized after I stopped wearing makeup that I started to become a lot more confident in my natural self. Stopping wearing makeup was something that boosted my confidence, which is actually the opposite of what I would have thought it would have done at the time. So from stopping wearing makeup, my confidence increased, and I started to like the way that I look, and I got used to it, to seeing myself without makeup on. And I no longer found myself strongly disliking my face. That's not to say that I don't still have times where I like look at certain parts of my face and I'm like, oh, where I don't feel the most confident in certain features of my face. I think we all, wherever your insecurities lie, we all feel that to a certain extent at some point. But I don't think that when I was wearing makeup, I don't think I was helping myself reach a point where I, generally speaking, like the way I look. So that was another big reason, confidence. Then a third reason. So as a Muslim, I pray 5 times a day. And prior to praying, I have to make wudu, which basically means that I need to make an obligatory purification. And to do that, I need to wash certain parts of my body. So my face, my arms, I need to wet wipe my hair and wash my feet. And if I'm wearing makeup and that makeup doesn't let the water go through and reach my skin or my eyelashes or whatever it is, then my wudu or purification would not be valid, and I would have to remove the makeup in order for it to be valid. So when I used to wear makeup, making wudu became very, very difficult, because if I was at school or if I was just out and about and I didn't have wudu, I hadn't purified myself, so to speak, and I needed to pray, then going to go make wudu and take off all of my makeup and then make wudu and then pray became something that was very long, and it became inconvenient, and it wasn't something that I wanted to go do, like go out and go to a mall and then have to go to the bathroom, take off all my makeup, purify myself, pray, put my makeup back on because I didn't feel confident enough to not wear makeup. It was just a whole fiasco, and I didn't find it worth it, and it just became too inconvenient for me to continue to live like that. So that was another reason I was making my life easier by not wearing makeup. My fourth reason was because, so in Islam, religiously, wearing makeup, if you're doing it like just for yourself, because you know it's a passion of yours, because it's something that makes you happy, if you're doing it for that reason, it's not sinful to wear makeup. However, it's something that's disliked in the religion, which basically means that if you do it and then you, for example, pray out in public, or you do some other rewardable thing in the religion while you're wearing makeup, then your reward for whatever that thing that you were doing was, so like praying, for example, will be reduced significantly. And so that was another reason that motivated me to stop wearing makeup regularly, because if you think about, as a Muslim, how much reward you're losing from going out and being in public wearing makeup and then like praying, for example, which is something we do every day practically. If you think about how much reward you're losing, and then on top of that, for me, makeup was not something that was very great for my mental health. And then on top of that, it made praying period and making wudu period hard. It just, all of those factors combined, it was just not worth it. And I felt like I was losing reward in my obligations, my religious obligations, prayer in particular, that I could have not lost. And so all in all, with all the factors I've just mentioned and this factor included, it just was not worth it to me. And then a final reason is that putting on makeup every day takes a lot of time. It takes, for me, it would take me like an hour to an hour and a half to get ready every day to go to school. And I was already waking up very early in the morning to catch the bus when I was in high school. And then putting that time on top of everything else I was dealing with for the rest of the day, it was just so much time that once I stopped wearing makeup, I was like, wow, I could have saved so many hours of sleep. I could have saved so much time into my day had I not felt like I needed to wear makeup every day to be confident. And so once I stopped, I realized that it takes me like 30 minutes to get ready in the morning, maximum. And, you know, I end up being able to sleep in a bit more because of that. And my life has just become a lot easier as a result. So now my cat is being cute on my lap after attacking me. But anyway, so those are my 5 reasons, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to start posting a bit more in the near future. I just moved to a new country, to Lebanon, from the US, and so the last couple of months I've been kind of adjusting to a new routine here and to a work and study routine. So I haven't really solidified when I have the free time to record and edit a video. So I have not been posting, but I'm hoping that going forward I'm going to have more time, or at least find more time, that I'm gonna find more time to post videos. I don't know exactly what I'm going to make the focus of my channel, if it's going to be like, you know, personal motivation, or like health and wellness, or fashion, because I like all of those things. So for the time being, I'm just gonna post videos as I see fit and think about topics that I think are interesting. And also I would love to hear any opinions you may have about topics you'd like to hear from me. You can leave suggestions in the comments or message me on Instagram or something. Yeah, I don't know what the focus of my channel is gonna be yet, but hopefully as I make more videos and I find more videos that I like the most, a theme in my channel will sort of develop on its own. So that's what I'm hoping for. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon.
قصة قلب الحيران، بعرف إنه اللي جوا نار وثورة بركان، بس أنت الليل أقوى من قسوة الأحزان.